All right, looks like we got our audios working, and looks like we're good to go. Welcome back, everybody. Round two. Um, New case came in like we got Sunday. Our audios working.
We have checked it this time.
We did check it back, everybody. Open it on the desk. Round two. New case came in. Everything looks like it should be good to go. We got some extra pieces in that we're kind of waiting on. Open it on the desk. Round two. So
He doesn't have awkward headphones anymore. Courtesy
looks
of
like it
Lynn.
should be good to go.
We have to
That's a clutch. Round two. And I mean, we already kind of did our main questionnaire last time, but I guess just a quick intro. It's clutch. What's going on, guys? I'm Anthony. Round two. And I mean, we already kind of did our main questionnaire last time, but I guess just a quick intro. On the phone with us on Discord is Sinn. What's going on, guys? I'm Anthony. Round two. And
What up, what up, what up, what up? Man, just a second.
on the phone with us on Discord is Sinn. Sinn coming back from Green Bay. Great time there in Atlanta.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Man, just a second.
To go out there and do that for Sinn coming back from follow her social.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Man, just a second.
And then as we get started, we go out there and do that for Sinn coming back from follow her social.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Man, just a second.
And then as we get started, we go out there and do that. Is there an echo somewhere? Yeah, probably. That's on Michigan. Is that better? Discord's not. Oh, because it's not shouting, so that's fine. That should be better. Audio's going crazy. It might be because I think we had desktop and the Bluetooth mic. Yep.
We were having issues.
Yeah.
That's a Anthony issue.
I mean, we're always having issues. That's what our name is here. Welcome, Scotty. Welcome, Alexa and Mia. Oh, there you go. You guys can share a Twitch. That's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to turn some things around just so we can see while we're building. And yeah, this is going to be fun.
Screens?
Yes, switch screens. So we can flip this around. And don't forget to bring up any questions that you may have so we can actually help answer. And if you're into PC building, that's your thing. Or if you're just kind of curious. So.
Okay. That screen's set up. The
right.
microphone is not in the way.
Let's see here. I'm on a little bit of a delay. If I do it this way, but that's fine. Is it fine?
Probably.
No, 'cause
You
I
can
need-
tap the screen and it'll turn back on.
Oh, there you go. That's
There you
fine.
go.
All right. Sounds good. All right, here is our case. There is no crack on this side now. All good to go. We ended up getting a fan, an extra fan for the front for intake, and we're going to end up setting that up as well. And then these came in literally just today. We're going to slap a reflection gaming sticker on the front. But this, as you recall, is the rest of our setup. And Reed is going to complete his first build. So let's go ahead, and I think the first thing we're going to do here is go ahead and set up the power supply and the fan. So let's go ahead and put it upright. Okay. There we go. Now on the back
All
side.
right, I got you guys on here, and I'm actually going to turn you guys off on Discord right here because I'm going to pull up your stream on my stream, just so you know. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting that set up.
Okay.
No worries.
Sounds good.
Just letting you guys know what's going on, that's all.
For sure. So on this side, we have, you'll see these two little, you'll have to come over on this side. But you'll see
Like, I
these
don't know
two
what we're looking
little knobs here. We're going to unscrew those. They should be just with the hand. You should just be able to kind of just turn those off.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to use that to open up the back panel. And the back panel is where we're going to put in the power supply.
There we go.
So now typically with these panels, once you get the screws out, they should just be able to slide. And this one just looks, yeah, so maybe slide towards you. There you go. And we're going to find a nice place to put that where we're not going to scratch it. Maybe on the other table over there. Here is the back side. Okay, a lot of cabling that we're going to have to kind of handle. We got some screws. That's nice to see. I have to pull those out. There we go. Okay, some disk drives and our kind of wires here. What I was half expecting was an RGB controller, which I do not see back here, which is interesting. I believe this was an RGB case, so we're going to see if we actually get some synced RGB. We'll still get RGB, but it may not be synced, which kind of bugs me. But, okay, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and pull out the power supply. We're going to unbox that thing. So we ended up going with an 8050 watt. Look at that. Use a screwdriver. 8050 watts. So your wattage is going to depend on the hardware that you put in. We also got the RGB one you can see there. We also got one that's called fully modular, and you can see by On the boxes there, we have a bunch of plugs, and you'll see once we unbox it. A fully modular power supply allows you to kind of plug in the things that you need instead of it all just being built into the system. Whereas maybe a semi-modular one has the main motherboard plug that you're always going to need anyway. And then a non-modular is just going to be like every single cable. There's nothing else you can kind of plug in. So what does the power supply do? It takes your wall power and it transforms it into power that your PC can actually use. And it's going to power everything on the supply.
They're packaged nicely. I just suck at this.
There we go. 8050 watt. Then they come in different standards like a gold, silver, bronze. It's going to be quality. So a gold is going to be a little bit more higher quality. That's just going to be some cables we're going to need eventually.
Some.
Just some. We're not going to need all those.
Some.
All right. Let's get that out. Well, let's set this down and we can get it out of the box. I forgot. Reed also brought a little tripod, so we can kind of set that down.
We're not just holding it by hand.
There we go. All right, there's the power supply, and those are those plugs I was talking about. So we're probably going to end up using, this is your standard motherboard pin out. This is the one that helps as well. And we're going to see what the actual motherboard needs. And they're probably going to need some of these up here for the graphics card, things like that.
One of the lights is flickering up top.
It does that.
It's bugging.
So let's go ahead and you can see the outages that we get. 3.3, 12 volts. We get a negative 12 volts as well. All great information. Not stuff we may actually need. And then on the back, smart control fan, a little LED switch there so we can actually kind of control the LED. And then a hard power switch.
Wow.
Okay. So we should be good. We can look at the box again. Because that's strange. So it looks like this side, this is just kind of weird when it comes to the packaging, but the fan is what has the LED. But if you look at the back and the side, it kind of makes everything upside down, except for this side, I guess. I think it's just packaged weird there. So there is a little bit that you can see from the bottom, but I feel like you probably want to see it from the top. So really, just as you put this in, it kind of depends on you, which side you actually want to put it in on. It should kind of make it work either way. Although, now if you come on this side, what I'm actually seeing now is it's going to have to go in this way because of the screws. So see how that one's there? Let me show the rest of everybody. That's going to have to match up with that one there.
Okay.
And then so this
Just to let you guys know, we are watching your stream, but for some reason I know why, I'm not able to like unmute it. Otherwise, I'll hear you doubly. So they're hearing you in Discord, but they're watching your stream. On my stream.
On your stream? Okay. That should be fine.
Yeah. Just let you know, because otherwise it'd be like double audio for them.
For sure. Hopefully it's not too much of a
Yeah.
delay. But yeah, let's go ahead and put it in there.
I mean, to be honest, I can't really tell. I'm not really sure because I don't know what the fuck any of this is.
Oh my god.
So I could be looking at one thing thinking it's something you just said, but it's actually something else. I don't know.
What did you do?
I don't know what I did. Hold on.
How dare you?
Technologically inept.
You are.
Did it just disconnect?
Yeah.
I might have disconnected the Bluetooth from the call.
Because you're bad at that. Let me just put my phone in my pocket.
Because like the whole earbud fell out of my ear.
Yeah, if you touch the top, it does weird things.
Okay. All right, so we're going to use some of these screws in here. So hold that real quick as we pull that out. And we got some nice zip ties in there. That's going to help us with cable management as well.
Yay.
Cable management. Okay. Got some extra standoffs and things like that. But we're going to get 4 of these.
Okay, I was double checking. Tilting it to the side still puts it in vertical mode.
Because I turned it off and turned it back on.
Oh.
Weird that it didn't stay. 3 and... Is this 4? Nope, it's not 4.
Okay, I can't fix it while we're recording, so it's fine.
And...
Those are tiny.
Yep, 4. So, there you go. Now we're going to slide that in through the back end.
They're here?
And we're going to push it all the way to the back, and we're going to screw it in place. I got to keep remembering I'm holding a camera. Like, that's kind of half the point here.
There? Like that?
Yes. So based on the way this case is, this is the way we have to put in the motherboard, or the power supply. So you'll get, I believe it's going to light up technically the bottom of the case.
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't design these things. I just do these things.
I don't design these things. Oh my god, can I?
I don't know.
Line
Can.
you up? Apparently not.
But no, typically you want to set screws. This is kind of a general rule of building. Because you see how some of these are kind of misaligned.
Yeah.
You want to set all the screws before you start tightening all of them. Because what happens is if you tighten one screw, then like you can't really move the component, so then the other screws are a little bit harder to turn on.
Which direction loosens?
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Do you think I know my left from my right?
Do the little thing with your hands.
And then I forget which way
Reed,
L goes.
Reed does not know his left from his right.
Probably not.
No. Okay, wait. How do I
No,
get it
he
to line
doesn't.
up then?
So you might have to lift it up a little bit. Yeah, so it's going to have to kind of go in there.
Oh my god.
Welcome to building PCs.
I already hate it. Thank you.
Alright. So once you kind of get these ones in there, it should stay a little bit.
There
And
we
then
go.
once you feed all of them in, then you can start tightening them up. But yes, in general rule of building anything, don't tighten all the screws until you're ready. Oh, we got a DC. Somewhere who DC'd. I'm going to have to check who DC'd. Finish that up. Entertain the crowd.
Oh my god. So much pressure. Oh my god. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
That's one follow up. Yeah, that one follow up. God damn it.
It's the same case, but it's a different one that isn't broken, but it's the exact same design and model. We literally just ordered a new one, and this one is not broken.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright,
Ta-da!
let me make sure it's not going to be moving. Do a double check. That looks good. Okay.
Okay.
Step 2, we're going to get in the alternate fan, because that's also going to go through
Set these right there.
a certain side here.
It's like we've already yeeted them off the table once.
Here we go. Asia horse fans.
Oh, the brand. I was like, what are we doing here? Sinn, look, I'm doing so well. You proud of me yet?
Those are the fans we're going to put in the front, and then we got to have to connect this somehow. So
What is that?
that is the RGB controller, which is going to be interesting. Okay.
Oh.
There might have to be some additional things we look at with the RGB later on, because I don't see a controller on the back, so I'm hoping there is one.
Is this an input or an output?
That is going to be an input fan.
Okay.
So that fan is going to be meant to draw air in. We have the fan here on the back that will draw it out, and then we're going to put some in the front for the water cooler, or on the top. So let's go ahead and move that to the front. Yep, the other side. Okay, and it looks like we can kind of do it from here. Okay. Over. Yeah. So, let's see. I don't think this thing's with any. Oh, it did come screws.
My ace is all powerful.
Okay.
More screws,
More
yay.
screws, yay. Okay. So,
Does it have to go inside of this?
it does.
Okay.
So we're going to have to find a way to manipulate that. Go ahead and get out the shorter screws there. Actually, we're going to need the longer screws too. Just got to get them all out. So.
Oh my. I told you the tripod was a good idea.
Oh, where did it come from?
$12. Best purchase we've ever made.
This one's come off very
What
easy.
was the best purchase you guys made? $12?
$12 tripod.
The tripod for the GoPro.
Oh, nice.
Do we have to
Don't mind
take
us. We're just
the-
listening to you guys talk to yourselves.
Well, you know. We do what we do.
It's going great. And then Negan came home and just drew a permanent marker on my face. Gave me a mole.
Give you a mole. Permanent marker, so
Yeah.
it'll be on stream for the next few days? Okay, that's good.
No, actually, it wiped off because I still had lotion on my face from moisturizing after the shower. So I got lucky.
I don't think we can... Oh, hold
Do you have to tip it?
on. Sure.
That is a very small hole. Don't.
I didn't say that.
You did though.
I didn't.
You did.
So let's wait on the fan.
Okay. For what?
Because we're going to see if there's room when we put the motherboard into the case. So a lot of this is kind of just like making sure it all works. There are some screws on the backside there, but there should be an easier way to kind of slide off the front if that's the way we wanted to do it. But I think we'll be okay. So let's go ahead and lay this down.
I'm gonna put these into the box that the fan came from if we're not putting it in right now.
Yeah. Just lays down that way. Cool. All right.
No pressure, but don't break my fucking case.
None whatsoever. Oh, I just did something again.
I don't know what you did.
It's just so slippery. Phrasing. All right. Let's get the motherboard.
You have it in the wrong ear.
It said right on it.
No,
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't.
says R.
Oh, this one says left.
Yeah.
Why does this one fit into my ear then? It's fine.
I don't know. Tell me.
They were sitting in the wrong case then. It's fine. Whatever.
All right. So this is the motherboard. Here we are. That's what we're gonna unbox next. Go ahead.
This?
Yep.
Gross.
So we ended up with a Asus. When it comes to motherboards, I kind of swear by Asus. They make some pretty good stuff. There's some other good ones that I've used in the past. AS Rock is another one I would typically use. But there's by far so many that are very good motherboards.
Fancy.
Yeah. Oh, that's an electrostatic bag, so it protects it from static. And typically you should have like an electrostatic strap, so you're not causing shorts. We're gonna kind of like play it by ear. Usually that's not usually a problem.
Can I place it here?
Yes. Okay.
Like, I don't know what I can do.
So go ahead and through the rest. I don't think there's a back plate. I think for the most part they just kind of put them in there. So that's gonna be the back plate. Got some more
How
cables.
do I open this?
Screws and stuff.
How do you
I
open?
don't know. Very carefully. Figure it out.
Don't judge me.
I'm judging. Okay.
Sin, he's judging me.
I am very judgy.
Reed, to be fair, all of us are judging you all the time.
Yeah.
What are these?
These are stickers. There you
Oh.
go. Sam, we're going to send these stickers back with you, and you can choose what to use.
Wait, there was nothing in here. What's the... Okay.
Sometimes it's just packaging.
Well, it could open. It's fine.
All right.
Do we need this box?
No. Let's go ahead and get the power supply box out of the way. So that is our motherboard. Let's go ahead and open that up and slide this down. Open that up. And then what I would do is when we're done, try to handle it by the edges if you can, as much as you can.
Okay.
And then We're going to set it back down on top of the bag. There we go. Look at that.
I can be careful when I need
Very
to be.
nice. Very nice. Making sure there's no like plastic that we got to take off of this. I don't think so. Cool. It comes with a little foam pad on the bottom as well. So while we're putting some stuff in, we'll be all right. That is the Wi-Fi card.
Okay.
We'll probably put it in for you, Sinn, just in case.
The Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi.
You probably want hardwire. But, all right, here we go. The pièce de résistance. This is the i7 Intel. I swear by Intel. I really do. And really what you're looking for, because there's two major producers of processors, Intel and AMD. Really, they're both pretty good. But what you want to make sure is when you're buying a motherboard, it's compatible with the components that you're also going to be purchasing with it. So things like your processor, your memory. For the most part, graphics cards are universal. But you definitely want to make sure your processor is going to be working with it.
I understand that it's meant for like stable packaging, but this packaging is trying to murder me.
It's childproof.
What are we doing here?
Just hold it right up.
There we go. I don't want to rip it.
So again, hold those by the edges. That little thing is the most expensive part of this build.
How much was it?
Probably about $400.
Damn. So tiny.
It is. Let me see real quick. We'll get a close up here. It's got some weight to it. You can see the pins on the back side. You can see how tiny they are. We call them pins still, but they're not really pins. You can see it's kind of flat. Because they used to stick out and be pins, but now they're like pads. But there's like usually over 200 of these.
Science.
Yes. Okay. And then this is where it's going to go. So we're going to go. It's a protector to the piece.
Oh.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to have to pop this off eventually. I think what happens is when you put the thing in there and then you go to close it, that pops off automatically. So
What does?
this plastic piece.
Oh, okay.
So what we're going to do is look for the notch. There should be a notch because this only goes in one way. Let's see. Okay. So you see there's a notch there, there.
Yeah.
And you see how they're not exactly symmetrical?
Yeah.
So you're going to find that orientation. So I think it's the other way. There you go. And you're just going to set it right down in there.
Like this
Yep.
up.
You're just going to set it right down. It should only go in the one way. There you go. Cool. I'm going to flip this down. And then when we go to close, there you go. Yeah, just pops right up.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm going to snap that into place. And that is a CPU install.
Sinn, I did it.
So
Look at
that
you go,
is-
Reed. I'm so proud of you.
There we go. So there's a little bit more we have to do with that. So typically you're not just going to have a CPU sitting on its own. You're going to have to cool it somehow. And we actually do not have, it didn't come with a heatsink, which is interesting. So that would be your standard way. There's these big metal pieces that kind of collect the heat, and then maybe there's a fan on top of that that helps get the heat off. But we ended up getting the Pink Flow cooler. So we're going to use that, and that's going to be probably our next step here. There's a button.
What does it do?
It releases the graphics card. That's the graphics card slot.
Oh.
That's interesting. I'm actually a really big fan of that.
Is that another graphics card spot? Or is that
Piece-
something else?
they can be. So Bree was asking about that one. They're technically PCIe slots, is what they're called.
What does that mean?
It's an acronym for something I forget. But the main one.
What was
here
it?
is PCIe. E is for Express. I'm trying to remember what PCI was. Peripherals.
Okay.
It's old. But the one here, there's one that's mainly used for the graphics card, and then there are other cards that will utilize the PCIs. That one we might be using for your internal capture card, or it might be this little one here. So we're going to see what the internal capture card looks like.
Yay.
And that's how we're going to do
Roger that, Captain. I'm just here.
All right. So next we're gonna get this out of the way. We're gonna get the Pink Flow 240. There's gonna be a few pieces to this. We're actually not gonna install the cooler on it just yet, but we are going to get the bracket because this has to be mounted to the board so it's secure, and you have to do that before you actually put the motherboard in the case.
Don't open boxes like me.
Yeah,
I dragged the knife towards me.
Yeah, just don't do anything Reed does. If Reed has a thought, do the opposite.
I'm offended. Oh my god, thank you.
And the pins, be very careful with the pins of the CPU. Yeah, so the pins are, especially back in the day, I'm glad you brought that up. They're flat now, so yes, you still want to be careful. But when the pins were actual pins, you had to be extremely careful because you bend one pin out of place, the entire processor's dead. Yeah.
No way to fix it?
No way to fix it. No good way to fix it.
Okay.
But now that they flatten them, then they're more so pads than they were pins. It's certainly a lot better. Look at that.
Look, these are gorgeous. Look at the pink.
Very cool.
So what do we need?
So we need probably the bracket here. So that's
Oh my
probably
God,
the
are these the
bracket.
fans?
Those
Look
are
how
the
cute.
fans. Yep. Look at that. And then this is what I was telling you about earlier, the radiator. So this is where all the heat's going to collect through the liquid, and then the fans are going to blow it through there and out.
Where does this go?
That is going to go right on there. Right on the CPU. So that's why we need to get the bracket installed so that's
Okay.
ready to go. Unless they've changed that, and that's the common difference between Intel and AMD, which side has the pins. Yeah, for sure. From my experience, my last few builds, they've been pads. So that's definitely been a good thing. Hello. Okay. Now these water coolers have different brackets for different types. Oh my god. Look at that. So it came with a big old tube of thermal paste.
Because we pulled out thermal paste.
And then we're gonna save that sticker. Look at that. That's a nice one.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So we're gonna hold all the stickers off to the side and install them later. So we do need to make sure that we have the right bracket here. Now this is, if we can get the motherboard book. So there's a book that came with the motherboard. Sorry, I'm like I can't even adjust it without hitting a button. Okay, so we're gonna look up the model of the holes here. So this whole configuration here has a name. Oh, this says right there, LG A1700. LG A1700. So these water coolers and these other kind of things will come with bags that have different brackets for the different types of mounts, and they will typically have it on there. I'm just gonna find out where it went. That's not it. Is there a book that came with that?
This?
Yep.
Yeah. Installation manual.
Installation manual. They always have a manual handy, especially when it comes to certain things like this. So the LGA 1700 is going to be the middle of this bracket here, I believe. So you see how there's like three separate little segments there?
Yeah.
So it's going to be the one right in the middle. And we're going to use, the back plate is this one. Yes, that's the back plate. And for the LGA 1700, it's going to be, so these are adjustable here. They can move in and out, in and out. So they're going to be further away from the center for the LGA 1700.
Okay.
And then that's going to be the back plate. So what we can do is Intel mounting. Let's make sure we do the Intel LGA 1700. There we go. We do the back plate first, okay. And then we're going to use these spacers. Then we'll apply thermal paste, and then we'll put the thing on. So sometimes these.
Can I set this down?
For now. Sometimes these these liquid coolers will come with thermal paste already on the cooler itself. Looks like we're going to have to install it. That's perfectly fine. That's actually good practice for us.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is make sure all of those screws are aligned to the outside. So push them all to the outside. And then what we're going to do is,
Okay.
it should be fairly obvious, we're going to lift up this, and we're going to push those through these holes here from the back. So we're going to lift it up, and then those are going to go right through.
If I can.
Hey, Psychonius,
Yes.
what kind of cooler did we go with?
We went with a Pink Flow 240 Diamond Edition. There you go. An ID cooling system.
Oh, the camera flipped.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, flip it.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, we had it set up, then we turned off the camera, and it reset on us.
Set it back down.
Yeah, set it back down, which you're good to go. And there you go.
It should be in.
So yeah, those should all be out.
Okay.
So what is that again?
So it is a Pink Flow 240, and it's made by
Pink
ID
Flow
Cooling.
240.
Yeah, Pink Flow 240. Here, sorry. While we get these spacers going. The spacers, LGA, so you can see it says in the bag. So those are going to go right on top.
Okay.
Where should these pins be sitting?
No, those are
Is
fine.
this
Those
the
are-
same thing as the deep flow, or is this a different?
Oh, that should be figured out. I think it's different. Yeah, so
Okay.
So these are to the outside. I set it more to the outside.
Sorry, I have people asking in chat, so I was
Oh,
just
no.
curious. Because obviously I don't know the fucking answer.
There.
Or freaking, sorry.
No, it's okay. We're only on
Going back to
Instagram.
being muted.
Alexa and Mia, you guys like the cooler, the Pink Flow?
I think it's gorgeous.
It is. I think it's really nice.
If they had it,
I
like,
love the cooler. I was
Yeah.
super excited. I was super excited when you like. So I'll say this part. I've been muting in between, obviously, because I'm talking to my chat. I'm not trying to overtalk you guys, but your chat can hear this part too. I actually didn't know what cooler we had gotten. I didn't know until like the day before, the day of, and then I didn't actually get to see it until we did our video chat, and they went ahead and they showed it to me, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking perfect. Like they picked it out for me. I dropped the F-bomb again. I'm so sorry.
It becomes natural
You
language
shouldn't-
at some point.
You should not have like I don't know why you wanted me on this. Like it just if you have people like it's just oh
Because
my
we
god.
love you. It's fine.
Okay, what do I do with these?
I
You're just
know.
gonna place the bread on top.
Is there a front and a top and a
I don't
bottom?
think so. I think they're the same. I'm gonna really quick. I need to get the card that we use to spread the thermal paste.
Okay. It's okay, Sin. My language is never better.
I know, but I know Psychonia said, you know, we were gonna have certain viewers or something like that, like people checking in. I'm just trying to be respectful and you know, not sit here and
Okay,
drop the
there is a-
F-bomb. I'm so used to saying it all the time and cussing all the time.
See, yeah, there is a difference.
There's a difference. Okay.
It's so bad.
So we're gonna use. I actually had this from a previous build. You can see I've got thermal paste on top of it. But
From Rachel's?
from Rachel's, actually, I think it helped with Darvis's cleaning as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and.
What is thermal paste?
Good question. What is thermal paste? Thermal paste is a adhesive, not as sticky as you would consider a glue to be or a paste to be, but its main purpose is to get a strong connection between the CPU itself, this metallic surface, and then this part of our cooler here. And that way it can effectively transfer heat between the CPU and the cooler itself, the liquid cooler.
Okay.
If you just put metal on metal, things are imperfect, especially at the microscopic level. There's going to be bumps and crevices and stuff like that.
Okay.
So the paste is going to fill in those crevices, and we're going to get some really good transfer. Good question, though. Let's go ahead and do this. So typically, I'll go ahead and put this on because it's not my first time. Typically, you're looking for about a grain of rice. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of like treat it like a syringe. That's a good little dab there. I might go a little bit more. And then we're going to spread it using the card. Now, you can get some good thermal paste and you can get some bad thermal paste. The ones I had earlier was like, it basically turned into like a clay, which is not what you want. So this should ideally kind of just spread out here.
What happens if you touch it with your hands?
Nothing, it just makes a mess. And I'll probably end up doing that. This looks like it's not spreading the card very well. Because you do want to leave kind of a good little amount there.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and probably just spread this around with my hands. With my finger, it's fine. You're going to do most of the rest of the build anyway. This does kind of stick, so you're going to have to wash your hands probably pretty good. Obviously, it's still playing up. Yeah, this is not one of the better ones. Good thing I have others. Okay.
You have one.
So it's not the best kind of thermal paste out there. It's claying up a little bit.
Is that one of the good ones?
So we're going to find out.
We're gonna find out.
So let's try that one.
Because that's the one that you had pulled earlier.
The one that we used for Rachel's was good.
I thought this was the one that we used for Rachel's.
Yeah, that's
That
a lot
looks better.
Yeah. So we're gonna make sure
Chainsaw down.
it's definitely spreading a little bit better. As much as you can. This is also why sometimes I prefer the coolers that already have it pre-installed, because whoever does the pre-install makes it look like perfect. And it's amazing. That's pretty good. Because it's going to be a nice firm contact there. Okay.
Okay. Love that for us.
All right. That's pretty good. So it's a nice little thin layer. Turns it all gray. And that's definitely a requirement. Now, once we actually get this in the case, we're going to mount the cooler on there afterwards, but that's a good start. I think, yeah, I'm not sure based on how we installed this if the backplate's going to fall off once we lift it in,
I think it is.
but that's fine. So while I'm going to wash my hands here, I'm going to set you up with the memory. Now, Sinn, last time we talked about memory,
Yes, sir.
we were talking about, I think, 16 gigs. And 16 gigs for a PC is pretty good, pretty standard. That's kind of what we're running here. I think actually some of our PCs are running 8 gigs. Little to my surprise, that when we unboxed everything, we found that Sinn went out and got 64 gigs of RAM.
Yes. Our lovely supporter here went ahead and there was a discount on getting the second set. So yes, we got all those.
So that kind of makes it more interesting. I mean, you're going to have more memory than you'll ever need, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Does the memory go here?
Yes.
So
the
you could,
memory's
in theory, put 4 of them.
and each of those boxes is going to contain 2.
Oh, okay.
And each stick is actually 16 gigs, so it's going to be a 4 by 16, which will be our 64 gigs.
Okay.
Now, typically what you would do on the install is you would have if you're only doing 2 sticks, you would put it in slot 1 and then slot 3. That's just the way the things are designed. We don't have to worry about it because we're going to full all 4 slots.
Okay.
And they're all the same. So typically memories are going to come in pairs, memory sticks. And if you run different memory, kinds of memory, like brands, then you want to make sure that the matching ones kind of go in the same slot. But here we got the Corsairs, the DDR5, the Speed. It's all good to go. So since they're all the same, we're just going to throw them all in. Quick note when buying memory. One, make sure that if you do get the RGB, which we do have, that it matches with the motherboard you're getting for that.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
But then 2, your motherboard specs are going to describe what kinds of memory you're going to be needing. Typically, we're looking at the generation. That would be something like DDR4, DDR5, and now DDR6. Some of the brand newer ones. DDR5 is perfectly fine. And then you're also looking at speeds. So some of these are going to have numbers for speeds on here. As long as they match what the... so it says 5600 megahertz. And I know Alexa and Mia, we were talking about that earlier. What's the purpose of having 2 more slots then? For upgrades, for sure. But yeah, you see a 5600. That's quite a bit. That's actually really, really fast. 5600 megahertz. But
What's
as long as the what's standard is usually somewhere in the 3000s.
Okay.
So basically what you're saying is that I'm not going to run into an issue with memory?
You are not, unless the memory physically fails you. As long as the memory is working, you're not going to have a memory issue. But yeah, 5600 at 64 gigs, yeah. It's insane. So what you'll see, and
Yeah, we had a very lengthy discussion about that. Someone couldn't avoid the buy one get the second one for like 10% off button. So next thing we know, we're talking about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so I did this. Just so you know, I made the executive decision." I was like, "Oh, okay."
I felt like that was a Corey decision for sure.
That was a Corey decision.
For the most part, you want to make sure you take off all the plastic on the interior stuff so it doesn't, because things do heat up and we don't want things to melt.
Okay, does it
So there, directional wise, good question. So this little slot in the middle is not centered.
Okay.
Okay. So it is closer to one side than it is the other. This one's very hard to tell. But you should be able to see that as you go to slide it in. That looks right. Yep, so we gotta.
There we go.
Hold on. So that looks right. So before we push it in, let's flip it just to double check.
Definitely.
Yeah, so definitely not that way. So just to kind of show real quick, as we go to kind of line it up, you'll see that the slot, I don't know if we can, the slot doesn't match up with the center. It's just off. And usually it's a lot more apparent than this, but in this case it's not. But so we're going to flip that around. So they're all going to go in the same way. And so as you do, so just kind of get it lined up. And when you do, you're going to kind of push it in like this. And as you go to push it in, this open slide should kind of snap shut.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go. So as you push it in, guys, it's not one finger or one hand in the center. You want to do like 2 points of pressure on the ends. Very gently kind of guide it in. You're not forcing it in.
Okay.
And then you do want to make sure these little flaps on this side are open. And then you know it's going in right when it kind of automatically closes. Sometimes you have these flaps on both sides. Some of the more modern ones only have these open and closed flaps on one side.
Okay. Are you gonna go wash your hands?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, love that for me. When you come back,
Yeah.
it's in, but it's not snapping all the way.
All right. Is that the second one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So again, these are the things you don't want to force.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to, but like it snapped part of the way, but it's not snapping the full way.
And sometimes you can kind of just
Guide
finish
it? Okay.
Yeah, well, once it feels like it's in, if you kind of just flip, I just kind of put my finger there and it flips shut automatically.
Okay.
All right. Hey, what's good? Just building
Now
some-
these are the sticks that we're putting in right now, right?
Why are the other? I'm sorry, Sinn. Go ahead. I was reading another question when you were asking a question. Go ahead.
No, I was saying this is the memory sticks we're putting in right now. That's what you're doing.
Yes, this is the memory sticks.
Okay.
Yep. And we had a question in the chat. Why are the RAMs starting at the third slot? So we actually do have 4 full
I did
sticks of RAM. Good job. So we're actually just going to be filling all the slots anyway. So we kind of just ran them all the way up. But yes, you're right. So typically, if you're just doing 2 sticks, you're probably going to go into either 1 in 3 or 2 in 4, but more than likely 1 in 3. For you computer people out there, and Alexa, this is for you. Really, it's 0 in 2 and 1 in 3 because we know we start counting at zeros. But yes, you would do the odds and evens. But since we are filling up all the slots, we're just going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to have a beefy PC.
I did it.
Yep, that should do it. Now that's all the stuff we can do outside of the case.
Okay.
Now there should be, and I believe the case is going to have the screws here. Yes. What you'll see is usually about 9 points of contact. I'm going to go ahead and go inside the case here. I see 6. So we're going to have to put in some more. But we're going to have these little standoffs. It holds it up off the case. Otherwise, you're going to have shorts. But we do have 6. And we're going to have to install a few more down here.
Okay.
So just kind of double checking. I think we will. Oh, wait a second. Because this back plate has to go. So it's actually going to go in this way as we turn it.
Okay.
And we're going to have to put them actually here, here, and here.
Okay.
So
It
let's.
goes right here then.
So you can get bigger motherboards.
Ah, okay.
So this is a mini AT, or no, just an ATX. And then there are other sizes that are bigger.
There's also a size that's smaller.
Yeah,
Could
mini
fit into the mini cases. Although I was very disappointed to learn that the mini cases are still pretty big. I want a baby PC,
So it was 16 each? Yes, it was 16 gigabytes of RAM each.
which is 64.
Yes.
I can do math.
So go ahead and put those in.
Look at Reed doing big boy math. I'm so proud of you.
It's almost like I'm a college student.
Almost.
Almost.
I just finished my first semester, all A's.
I still have homework that's due.
How do I need to, can I screw these in by hand?
Usually there's a little tool they give us. I'm trying to look for it.
Because, yeah, I'm having,
So let me see. Typically.
'cause, yeah, I can set them in. I cannot, you have it portraited.
Oh. You know. Let's see.
I can't, like,
That's the cap to the.
can we just do an Allen wrench? We have Allen wrenches.
No, it's not gonna be an Allen wrench.
Oh, no, they're circular. Never mind. I saw the ridges on the edges and was like, are we Allen wrenching this shit?
No, usually they have a little tool. Let me see if I can find it. You guys can put in my
I can't, yeah, because I can't get this set in with just my fingers. Or maybe I'm bad at this.
Yeah, that doesn't look like this one came with one. But typically what's going to happen is, and we can probably use these, let me see. You can use either one of the screws that come with it to kind of help guide it in. And it helps kind of tighten it. Yep.
Are you good?
No.
Can you stop throwing things on the floor?
I don't know where it went. It's gone.
What is it?
You're the earbud.
Oh,
No,
my
it's,
God.
it's, I am a struggle. Okay. Let me see if I can get.
Did you get this one? No.
No, I'm gonna get a different screw here so we can kind of tighten it in.
Okay.
Another good way, yeah, which is another good way to do it. A screw that's gonna normally go in there anyway. Go ahead and kind of feed that in.
Here.
Now, eventually, I kind of show you how to do it.
Oh, are you gonna?
So we're gonna use that, tighten that up all the way to the standoff, and then once that's getting tight, we're gonna use that to kind of turn the standoff.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And then once that's getting tight, now what you don't want to do is when you go to unscrew this, you don't want to unscrew the standoff. See how it kind of goes? So I'm gonna have to go get a wrench to kind of do that to make sure that we hold that in place and get that screw out.
Okay.
But that's gonna be how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
So, this goes up right there.
Yeah, it does.
So let's.
I'm telling you, best $12 purchase of my life.
There we go. So the screws we are using, I think they're just the ones that are left in here. Yeah, it's just the ones that we have left in here.
Okay.
They're all the same.
Do you want me to?
Yep, go ahead and start tightening the rest of those in.
Ah, not dropping things. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. I'm a professional.
Debatable.
What?
Debatable.
Debatable. I mean, I am a professional, just not with this.
Again, debatable. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I know, Alexa, you had a question on our Instagram about memory, and you guys are doing an upgrade. So which I suggested to look at the motherboard specs. Yeah, that needs to go down further.
That one?
Yeah, you can see there's a gap.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't like me. Help. Oh, you're putting way more pressure than I was. I'm terrified of breaking this and Sinn hating me.
All right. And then I'll go ahead and see about. Usually, what we can do is just a quick, while it's being held in place, just a quick little turn, and then that should come off.
Is our mic still working? Yeah. Okay. I'm like, we haven't touched it, but I'm still terrified that it's gonna just like randomly stop working.
So you have an ancient HP. So what I would suggest as you look at the
Buy a new
motherboard and
PC.
its specs, yeah, honestly, anything older than DDR4, it's even harder to find DDR4 nowadays. But any motherboard that requires older than DDR4 is going to be kind of outdated and kind of hard to find. If that's the case, you may want to look into upgrading fully your motherboard itself.
And at that point, wouldn't you just like, if it's a laptop, wouldn't you just want a new laptop?
Yeah. So if it's a laptop, definitely just looking to getting a new one.
If it's a PC, you can do.
Yeah.
Do you know what you have in your PC at home?
DDR5, I believe, because I had to do an upgrade. That's turning on me. I had to do an upgrade, and actually for that reason, I had DDR4 on my original, and I was like, I'm just going to do some basic upgrades, and then it turned into basically a fresh build. Because I couldn't find the DDR4 I was looking for.
Sinn, are you dead?
I mean, kind of.
Aren't we all?
No,
Just a
I'm
little bit.
here. I'm just like leaned back watching you,
Okay.
talking to my chat.
Love that.
How's your chat? Hi, Sinn's chat.
Yeah, they can hear you guys. I have you playing in Discord versus
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Okay, there we go.
because it's yeah.
Well, we're going to end it right now.
It's fine. I wanted to put them in the back. Let me put them in the back.
All right. So those standoffs in place. The other 6 are good to go. Just doing a double check. Cool. So the way this is going to go in right here, this is the back of the PC. You can tell because this gap right here is where the plate is going to go with all the connections, your USBs and things like that. And that's where that's going to go.
Okay.
So go ahead and lift it up from the edges.
But
And you see how these have holes in it, like here.
yeah.
Here,
How do
those-
I make sure that this doesn't?
Oh, you're going to have to, yeah, from the back. There you go. You got it on the back?
Yeah.
All right. And it looks like we do have a little gap here, so we're going to be able to probably manipulate that more than what we think. Okay, before you set it all the way up, I'm noticing. There we go.
Oh, it's not fully off.
Okay. Some plastic on the plate, and then. Oh, we can get that off later.
Okay. How do I?
So you're going to set it in, and you're going to line up the holes in the standoff. Oh. Almost. So you're gonna have to go more this way. There we go.
Is it just gonna sit on top?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, it looks like it's lined up on this side.
It's lined up mostly.
Okay, I think. So we do need. All right. One sec. We do need to make sure that this plate.
We're not lined. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not lined up.
The plate in here has to kind of go in the right way. So the plate here does kind
Oh.
of snap in.
I
So we're gonna have to kind of
I kind of see that.
snapping in the way I wanted to.
Oh,
That's fine. Yeah, that's not. Hello. I'll pull it back just a tad. Oh, I see.
that cord is in the way.
I see. Yeah, pull it back a little bit more. That happens. Actually, pull it out.
Grab the back plate.
Alright,
Oop,
try that again.
2 of the screws are.
We have this hole right here. We'll be able to put it back in.
Okay. That's fine. I'll fix that later.
Yeah. Let's try that again. Yeah, make sure cables are out of the way.
a little helpful, just a little bit.
Yes, the megahertz does matter. Your motherboard does need to match megahertz speed capabilities of the memory. Otherwise, one's going to be bottlenecking the other. So, like...
How does this...
Oh, Jesse and Michael are here.
They're all lined up.
Good?
Yeah, but I didn't feel like a snap or something.
Nope, that should be fine.
It's good?
Yep.
Okay. So, these screws?
Those screws, and it's going to be 9 of them. Oh, and Landon. What a treat.
You weren't gonna say
This is a little sarcastic.
Did you bring us anything, Michael?
What's funny is, no.
Fuck you, Michael.
That's really funny.
But I did think about it as we passed the window where you pay.
Yeah. You like hand them the money and they're like, oh.
You don't need anything there anyway.
I eat grilled cheeses there.
Which is basically nothing.
Oh, you're better off getting a grilled cheese. You're better off making your own grilled cheese. You're
I-
better off putting it
I
in
feel
the
judged
microwave.
right now.
Yes, it's not the first time tonight.
That's all it is.
Sin, they're bullying me.
Grab one of those.
Are they
Wait,
bullying you or are they being truthful? Because there is a difference.
they're doing... Shut up.
I'm just
They're gonna
curious.
They're going to be enjoying some In-N-Out.
Wait, where does the ninth one go?
Should be 1, 2 right there. So
Oh,
1, 2, 3,
okay.
4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
Oh my god, do you want to...
And remember, these screwdrivers are actually magnetic, so you can kind of line it up.
Oh, am I just dumb?
Yeah. Use the tools at your disposal.
I don't... Well, I have old tools. I failed that.
Usually they put like bread.
And again, yeah, we're just kind of like putting them in, kind of feeding them into the standoffs.
Yeah, I haven't... I just couldn't get that one in.
Super cheese.
Oh my god. My knees hurt already. I'm good.
You too?
Good one.
The only one that isn't absolutely disgusting. 4x4? 5x5? No, 4x4.
Did you get a 4x4?
He had 4 by 4.
No.
That is a giant ass drink.
Yeah.
He also got an extra like.
I didn't know those existed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have to beg quite a bit. But...
You have to...
Oh, they'll do it. You have to beg first. You beg pretty hard.
Can you get a shake in that size?
I don't think
That
so.
would be...
I think
that
they
would be...
limit that.
That would be the American dream, guys. I'm glad these are magnetic.
Yeah.
I would have never gotten these in. It's like, do I look like someone who works with modern technology? I'm just kidding.
No, not at all.
It's like a boat.
I'm like, despite the fact that it's part of my job. Who's in the chat? Oh, Alexa and Ian. There we go.
Just gonna kind of take a gander over here.
It's like a big boat.
What do you see on Instagram?
It doesn't show us on there, but I'm gonna have to go into.
You have personal Instagram accounts.
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure if I can see that we're live.
I got a noti, I thought. Okay, they're all in. Can I tighten them?
Yes. We may not be live anymore.
Did we get... What does it say there? It would tell you if we got...
Well, no, I'm on like my personal, trying to like find the live.
No, I know, but the Instagram there would tell you if we violated something. Just- I mean, that still says we're streaming.
Yeah, I mean, it did when we did YouTube the other night, we had a copyright strike. He said he had a golf phase. Who, me or your dad?
COVID. Month 3. I haven't been near another human being in 8 years. I haven't touched a woman in 23 months. In that case, 24 months. Just say 2 years. Just say 2 years. In my case.
Alright.
Multiplication.
Ta-da!
There we go. Yeah, this has LED on it. That's interesting.
The back plates need to be pushed back in at some point.
Which back plates?
These ones. This.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that'll be next on our step. So good. It's in. We're going to have to stand it up to get the back plate and the rest of the set. Let's create some room.
Remember that thing we talked about where you don't watch documentaries? Just have one.
Wait, why do I have?
Have you ever watched a documentary?
What is
Have you
this?
watched
It's one of the things that goes on there.
No, it's not.
That-
That's
maybe-
one. That's we're
Maybe it's
missing.
an extra one.
Okay. It's not ridged though. Ridged.
Rigid.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
All right.
Words are hard.
Words are hard? Okay. Let me get a good grip. There we go. All right. There we go. So now what we can do is make sure it goes back in.
She's from the park there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, my face is just like right in the camera. Love that for us.
Well, you know.
My buddy worked at SeaWorld for
Get a close up, guys. Oh my god.
came out, and he was super accomplished.
Fudge me.
No, it's not
Don't
like
drop
that,
it.
man. I'm like, bro, I didn't see it.
You stopped holding it.
Funny to know.
Be better than
Dude
the
got killed by a pig inside of a tub.
Oh, I think this might be the wrong way. Hold
Go
on.
to.
Never mind.
And it just
How did these connect so they stop almost falling out?
This.
Like
Oh,
2 months
okay.
later, that's expired.
Love that for
And he was
us.
like, yeah, it's like something. Yeah, they had me
Double
fucked.
check. We're gonna need this.
It's been an hour.
I'm telling you. It's gonna take a while.
I didn't doubt you. I was just stating a fact.
Alright, so this will have to go right on top.
What is this?
That's gonna help mount the this thermal thing.
Is it like
How does it sit in the? Did you say the middle?
Yeah, the middle.
Okay,
Whoa.
girl. Okay. There's
I'm sorry, did you ask me a question?
I did
no.
not.
No.
Oh, okay.
He threw stuff on the floor.
You know, I tend to do
Way to go, Psychonius. Way to go. That's very environmentally friendly.
that. You know, I do what I can. Alright, with that in mind,
I need more hands. To be
well,
honest.
we don't have that available to us.
How dare you?
So the question's gonna become.
Oh, I got
how
a
we
stand.
gonna
Okay.
get this- how we gonna get this out? Okay.
Cry.
So I do need to remove some plastic real quick. Do you have you mean the knife?
The knife.
The knife?
The knife.
You're part of like a fourth person.
I don't think that's it.
You need to stop pointing it towards you.
I would definitely. It's fine. Alright. Cool.
I'm like, I'm at least a little careful with the knife.
But
It's fine.
It's fine.
Cut myself a few times with X-Acto knife. Cutting up cardboard box.
whoa.
My dad did too. That's why I don't use
Alright,
X-Acto knives.
so this should,
What does the warning say?
because we gotta take this off.
Oh.
Nice little copper plate there. That is a nice surface. So we're gonna get that copper plate. Copper's really good for heat transfer.
We're still good on battery. It's at 98. It was like weird. Last time we tried this, it like dropped from 100 to 88 for no reason.
So we do want,
So Dig Dug, this is Dig Dug.
as we do this, this needs to go up top.
Get down there.
So, trying to orient this in the correct way. We can kind of bend these a little bit, but not much.
Okay.
So, probably looking at the, although the heart goes upside down,
Realize
so maybe like
vision. So
this. and then this.
Yeah.
Okay, so see if we can put that, don't touch the copper if you can. We'll see how that lines up. You guys can see it on the main camera end here, or the smaller camera end.
Bugs Bunny stuff. And sinking it into the ocean. Atlantis stuff.
Alright,
Yeah.
1 sec. Let me double check the book.
Play it. It's on.
Oh, do you want me to remove? I'll have to do it when we place it. There's plastic on here.
Yeah, if we can do that once we place it.
Do.
Now I think it might kind of twist into place. So we might be able to take this off,
The bracer.
and then it should twist onto that. So let's see.
They didn't know that.
Yep. Right there.
Fancy.
Cool, cool. So now that should line up with those screws.
Are you holding the back plate?
I am.
Elephants
Oh.
and then turtles and then turtles.
Okay. So we should be able to set that down temporarily.
Oh. What's that? Okay,
And
that's
then-
in.
And then we're gonna have these. So we need to find a way to. It's not in. But
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
so we're gonna kind of start these. I have 4 of these. That should kind of hold this in place. You have to get the 2 on your side. I already got 2 of them in, so it shouldn't be going anywhere.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
You would drop it. Things I don't know where it went. 'Cause I didn't catch it. I didn't hear it hit the bottom.
No. Oh, I see it.
These are like right next to the goddamn thing.
There it is.
That's so weird. These are like right next to the bottom of the case. Alright, you want to push that. Alright.
I have really bad finger dexterity.
Alright, now what we can do, these are all in. It's not going anywhere. We can set it back down and we can screw it in appropriately. So, you do have to be careful of this now. That comes off. Nice.
Good to know.
Very helpful. So we're gonna set that down.
I mean, that helps us. It takes one less thing out of our way. One more thing out of our way.
All right, go ahead with the screwdriver. And we're gonna go ahead and tighten those up.
Oh.
Honestly, one of the easier ones I've put in. It's kind of nice.
And I really have Deadpool as well. I really hope they put in Deadpool. Who is not actually a version of him, it's just some dude who he hires in his mercenary outfit, who he doesn't understand him. The dude speaks both languages.
I was like, did we have anyone in here besides Michael? We do.
Because you're supposed to
Oh, yeah, I did have a golf phase. I still would like to play golf, but it's not been in the cards lately.
You live here.
Yeah.
Go on Christmas.
I mean, maybe.
You watch that, yes.
Okay.
I'm probably being dragged around places on Christmas, so I'm gonna wear
Tony,
what?
it's Reed.
What's
what?
up?
Tell me why Negan just came into my chat and says 20 gifted if you drop her PC.
Not worth the 20 gifted. It would have to be like 200 gifted, and even then,
I'm about
No.
to throw the boyfriend away.
this is probably like monetary wise worth about 400 gifted. So if you want
It
to,
is actually. We just did the calculation. It's almost about 500 gifted actually.
Jesus, yeah. So we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can gift it to
Yeah.
us anyways.
Well, no, it'd be to her. All right.
Oh, there's another.
Yeah, go ahead and remove some plastics. We do need the.
Oh my god, the amount of plastic on this. I think you got everything on. I love how we even checked and you're like, I don't think there's plastic on this. It feels like there's still plastic right here. I just can't figure out where the
Good.
frick it comes from.
I'm gonna have to see how these screws go into the radiator.
So that's just like a weird scratch.
Ah, yes. Okay. So.
I don't see any more plastic there, but I feel like there is some right here. Am I crazy?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. This is gonna have to go in, sit like this. So because of that, we need the fans. Here we go. We're gonna have to do the fans first. Put that in.
Did the fans go on top? Your mom?
Oh, it's like a pad. What is that?
What is that?
I've never seen that before.
Jamie would like quote that.
Is that better? Yeah, sometimes that happens with our microphone.
Yeah, he said it's 6.
Someone should buy us a new one.
Yeah.
John Doe. He's offered.
These comes in little patties too. I just don't know if they do.
They look like the right shape to go on here.
They do, yeah.
Oh my god. I feel like my
I think it's just like a protection. So
everything is in my way.
Good.
Why are you turning like that? Okay. You do you, boo.
Were we supposed to put that on? You might have to put that.
What?
I think these kind of go on both sides. You might have to take that off. I've never had these before, so it's weird. It's a weird thing.
Should I take it off?
Yes.
What's she doing to these kids? Waiting for them to leave, usually by then. Because it's the parents who don't show up and she's the baby.
You talking about Rachel?
Unfortunately, yeah. All right, we're gonna put these pads on. I've never had to put these pads on any water cooler, but it's fun. It's like putting on a Lego sticker, so I'm not complaining.
You get to do it. I can't line shit up to save my life.
So I guess I'm doing the reflection gaming sticker as well then.
I mean, yeah.
No, the dad was the one who showed up and he's like, I'm sorry, we both made mistakes. Yeah, but you told me your wife told you your ex-wife told you.
How did you?
What?
How did you get the middle out?
When you put it on, it kind of pushes it out.
Oh, okay.
Also, I'm fine, but you were just deep in it. Like, you wash your hands. You were on a plane, a tram. and
Wait, I did it. Okay. Maybe I'm not so bad.
Not
at
even
this.
a train, a tram,
A tram.
which is arguably
It was
worse.
on the Denny's. Your hands were all over that Denny's.
All over that what?
Denny's.
How did you get in the
People
door?
say that doing.
Didn't go into the
I'll tell you later. In the Denny, doing things in the Denny's parking lot is fun, apparently.
We don't know.
There was like
Sounds like something you'd do.
Nope. All I've done in Denny's parking lot is try to get out of a car with a torn ACL. And fail.
And fail. Did you figure out Instagram or no?
Nope.
Did we just say fuck our lives?
We're probably not live on Instagram at the moment. Well, especially now that you're just dropping F-bombs.
One. It's like the first time all night.
No, it's been a few.
It's okay. I never get flagged when I go live on Instagram.
Oh, I mean, it's not a question of Instagram. Like, it's not a TOS for them. It's just, I think we might have parents that may be curious. Okay. That's very cool.
I'm making a little stack of the little circles.
That's the difference between you and me, because I'm not doing that.
What are you doing with them
I'm
then?
just putting them down.
I made a little tower.
Actually, we kind of put that on the wrong spot. It's supposed to go on this side.
I don't know, man. You told me, and I'm listening blindly to you. That was my first mistake.
Yeah. These are fine. Look at that. You're just sticking in my.
That's
my
why I put
nails
mine
now.
in a pile.
You know, sometimes we just have glorious messes. It's fine.
Oh, don't be stuck to the table. See?
It's almost as if
Stack.
having millions of
Stack.
people in the same city.
Alright.
Just like for an infrastructure, the same.
I'm just better than
He
you.
doesn't like the people. He just dislikes that there's too many. Yeah. I have no problem with the individual people who the infrastructure.
So these don't face?
Well, they're blowing across, so they're blowing through the heat. This
Oh,
is a
okay.
permeable grate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
And then,
Then you run into the concept of like, well, we could tax these people, but the lower class, middle class don't have one, and the rich don't want it.
all right, go ahead and tighten those up.
We live in a city that was designed
God. There we go.
in the 20s, but like maybe the 60s.
I should put my glasses on.
I mean, shit, if you need.
You can't talk, mister. I haven't worn my contacts in forever.
But the thing is, I don't need them.
I don't need my glasses either. They just sort of help me see.
If you showed them that sandwich, their brain would turn to goo.
I got my new hearing aids today. That is placed wrong. Is it? Maybe. Never mind. It's
And the
fine.
other three are fake.
It's fine. It's not affecting anything. Just looks slightly off. Maybe I'm crazy. I might be crazy. Never
Yep.
mind.
All right, go ahead.
This or like this?
We want the cables to go like this way.
Down?
Yeah. So one. See how that's that way? Yep. Like that.
One. Two. Are they okay?
No.
Okay.
Answer to that's always no.
Probably not that stupid, like putting a tin can in the box. I wouldn't be surprised. Did at some point they got
Ooh.
and asked him about, like, you'd be like, those
Let's use the M.2.
There we go. Oh my god. It's fine. What's right with me is the real question.
My question is, where is this M.2 slot?
Something's going wrong with this.
You tell me the guy
It's
responsible for like
like.
the biggest.
See, it's not just me.
One of them
You didn't give it
grossing
to me.
its sequel bigger than God.
Okay, I should have problems.
What, do you want me to refute that, or?
No, I just.
So we could get down on it.
Sinn, don't watch.
All the movies are about how
I can't do this. The cord's in the way.
just instantly get Alien,
Oh, they're covered.
Avatar.
What? Why would they do that?
They're just being surrounded
know.
by like exotic danger.
Are we still on?
Sorry, guys. I've been in and out. I had to handle some stuff.
You're fine. I
I'm
said,
a-
don't watch me do this.
I'm a little upset, you know. I'm just kidding. Okay, yeah, they're under these. We gotta take these out. Okay.
Can you screw in
Probably not.
context?
Dance is like
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Oh my god. This is an awkward angle to be holding shit.
Oh, take the ball off.
Okay?
For these, we gotta take these metal pieces off.
Oh.
Probably all.
Also, it takes 8 seconds to bounce.
And me.
And it's free.
Will you tighten this one for me?
I can try.
This is the fastest internet I've ever seen.
There we go. The stupid thing was in the way.
Alright, so
Ow.
now we should have some screws that we're gonna line this up with. Yeah, we can put it up in the front. It should be fine.
Like that?
Yeah, it should be. We gotta move this back so we can see what we're doing. Screw. I broke it.
Don't break my $12 purchase. Oh my god. There.
And then we're just gonna
I'll be able to fix it once we start. Oh, there we go. That's better.
I
It's a
swear.
stupid magnet.
That's true.
Work harder, not smart. What? Work smarter, not harder.
Does that mean that
There's one. And then we'll put it bottom left.
at work?
Sorry.
How much?
You just smacked me in the face.
I did not. Legally speaking.
Legally speaking. Why are there two to go here?
Because it's a two-fan system.
You're bad at this. I'm just kidding. This is a lovely angle of my face.
You know, brings out the best in all of us. It's like golf.
It's like golf.
So once I get these four,
Just like a close-up of my forehead.
I can hear it. That's not all.
that's good. You can let go. You can tighten those up. Well, we also got four more.
I know. That's what I was
Put in
saying.
the middle.
Do you still want me to tighten them or no?
You can do these first. And then we'll see about adjusting this. That's already scooted to the front. That's a good spot. So.
Oh my god. I'm bad at this.
Well, you know.
Aw.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and remove some of these interior pieces. There's some metal plates that are covering the M.2 slots.
Never mind. Don't listen to me.
It's not going to be this screwdriver. This screwdriver's not going to get the job done.
Which, there's more in the cupboard. They're in their spot. I actually put them there last time. Unlike some people I know. Oh my god. I hate my life. Oh, that's not placed right. Maybe. What are we doing here?
This is a typical Jesse Landon interaction.
I mean, this is the guy sniffing his digits. Not doing anything.
I'll do with my thingies what I want to do.
Never say that again. Never say
This
that
is a
again.
kid's channel.
Never say that in my presence
Clemson,
again.
at what point can you kick him out?
I'm his ride home, so
Me?
yeah.
Oh.
Or you mean Jesse?
I meant
Oh, I mean, whenever.
oh, wait, he's our ride. Jesse, just go wait in the car.
Jesse, just go wait in the car. Oh my god, girl. What are we doing here?
Just all of us sitting in the back.
Doing crack. Wow.
No, probably not.
Wow.
Probably not
wow. Wow.
No,
My
wait, we
knees
gotta
hurt.
get to the crack.
So there we go. So while Reed's tightening those up, I removed one of the metal pieces.
Which screwdriver did you need?
Well, I could have used that one, but I got a flathead too.
Okay.
Revealing the M.2 slots here and here.
Does it matter which one I tighten first?
No.
Do you ever? There we go. Do you ever get fully tightened? Oh my god, is my heart rate freaking out?
Probably you're screwing in a very expensive machine. Once we get the M.2 in, it's going to be a lot of wiring. And that's going to be, I wouldn't say it's the boring part, but it is definitely the more tedious part.
I was like, I feel kind of lightheaded. My heart rate's probably fucking up.
Let's see how long we've been on just to make sure.
An
hour and a half?
and 15.
I got
Oh, 'cause
Dude, oh, you're thinking
I don't know, man.
I
don't
know
know.
beta beats.
Our call says an hour 15.
It's creepy, right?
All right.
Oh,
she
you
disconnected.
did. You did.
Tearing
Fuck it
back. I
up.
know where I'm gonna start.
What? Oh yeah, that's
They're
true
not
too.
gonna like it. I got a few.
It was you.
Yeah, we all have a couple cows.
But in general, what we're going to do is take these cables for the fans, the RGBs, the power, and then some of these other cables for the case themselves, and just try to find the right pins on the keyboard. Kind of difficult to show on camera. We can try our best, though. And just make sure that everything gets plugged in. Everything that is a loose wire that looks like it needs a plug needs to find a home.
Did you say a home or a hole?
A home.
I heard you say a hole.
All right. we have our liquid cooler on.
I took my hearing aids out.
Now I'm thinking.
This is awesome.
See, this is what I was talking about with these, though.
It's a freaking button.
Okay, so I don't know if the case had a box. Now I'm thinking it should kind of go in between there. Because you see how these are in the way now?
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense for it to. It kind of does make sense to slide
Well,
out.
can't we take? We can take this this bottom panel off, can't we?
We'd have to find out how.
That was a working sentence, but it was just funny because
I'm not exactly sure how. It looks like these are. Ooh, I think so. I think I figured it out.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay. It's like little things
If this
that you
breaks, it's
pinch.
psychonesis fault.
No, these are little things that you pinch, but that one's just kind of out of the way.
but it is a weird look to if there's anybody else in the house that can come out.
Oh, it's kind of coming out here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's set it up.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, the nails in here are very awkwardly placed.
Oh, okay. Which piece are we moving off? This piece?
Yeah, the whole
or-
front panel.
Okay. Ooh, I don't know how to get to that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what pliers exist for. Just a little bit. I can't get this one.
Okay, so
My fingies don't fit.
where are my pliers? I brought it up.
You did. What'd you do with it?
Right here. Kind of.
Why don't you?
There we go.
You live in the woods.
Let's do the bottom ones first. Choose the bottom one.
You told me after
Yeah, see, there was no way you're fitting fingers there.
You like got up
It's loosening up, huh?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Never mind, Sin.
Don't worry about it.
We're taking out this front panel for the fan.
live in the stranger's house.
We're trying to make sure we're
Oh.
doing it appropriately.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the guy you work for. It's one of the strangers.
Slide your hand up. I'll tell you when to pull.
I feel safe because I
Go
was
ahead.
second. Yeah.
Nothing.
There's like
No. I definitely got some on the bottom. Oh, there we go.
you have the high ground. I have the high ground, and
Okay, careful.
it's over.
I am careful.
He had
Top.
Bitch, you just get on the roof. I'll just get higher. Chasing you, you going higher, higher, right to the top.
Popcorn.
One more.
There we go. Popped it.
Okay, cool. Now we don't need to slide it all the way off.
Well, you can't slide it all the way off.
Good, good. Good. That's where we're gonna. Sorry. That's where we're gonna place our fan.
Although this does hold itself, so that's kind of nice.
So now we gotta find those other screws.
Random re-marathon.
I didn't move them.
Yeah, I have a random
Ones that go all the way through,
and I also randomly decided.
and then I do want to make sure.
Which direction does it go?
This should be intake, so this should be this way.
And that's just like.
This
Dude,
towards
there's
here?
I went where I was just hitting so many stickers in a row. That I
Are we? It screws into this, right?
So you're gonna put them into there, and it should kind of line up. We'll probably aim right here.
Oh. Yay, Michael's here.
Thank you, Michael.
So this one?
Yeah, as long as it matches up with.
This one. There we go. I
Oh,
think.
wait a minute.
What? Because they don't line up to these.
Yeah, but those other ones are too loose.
Yeah.
So I think it might be these, where we put it in through the back of the case, and then this goes in that way.
Oh.
Instead.
All right, guys. I'm about to bring my crew on over to you guys
Oh, for sure. That'd
to
be
watch the
awesome.
rest of this PC build.
Well, they're more than welcome.
and they have.
Yeah, cause I'm getting really tired. My back's hurting. I'm gonna go get
It's late for you guys.
some food.
Sounds
Okay.
like a plan.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Join us in, and then we'll make sure to send you some pictures for our final product.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna send them on over. I'll come over there in a minute. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. You want to disconnect then from our earbuds?
We can. We'll go ahead and end the call.
There we go. Because it means that you'll stop.
You got a drop in my earbud.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hold on. No, this is on the other side. All right.
Did you say? Oh, there. You can drop that back in.
Okay. ended the call.
Wait, so what are we doing?
All right, I'm trying to figure out which screws, if it's these, are going to kind of go through the system there.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Because those are the only screws we got with that system. Huh?
Yeah, just those 4. 8. Whatever the heck we're working with. But these ones go all the way through.
Yeah, but the systems here, the ones that they fit in, right?
Yeah.
These holes are too big.
Yeah.
So they're not going to thread. So you'd have to either thread them in some of these smaller ones.
But there's not a way to get it to the other
That's
side.
what I'm saying. So, what we're probably going to have to do, can we, right there, see what happens there? Maybe even one higher than that. No, it's going to be this one.
Or we go. Right direction helps.
The other way, that's good. Down.
I could eat you. That's something I could do. And then the wife, you should eat.
But it doesn't. But it doesn't reach across. Back to this side. That's why it has to go through here.
See that right there. Twisting. Alright, scoot it down. More, because the liquid cooler's in the way. So it's fine if we do it like here, as long as it intakes. Yeah, that's going to be it right there. Alright, give me the screwdriver.
So we're not using the long ones then?
No. There's no way for them to thread.
Oop.
There was one I saw.
Here's the next one.
There's the one that I just sent you at the Garfield.
Let's see.
What's the Garfield?
That where the bottom ones are based.
Okay.
The drawing of the Garfield.
Come on, screw. My friend.
No.
He wanted to show me a picture of a guy.
Alright, move it towards me. The bottom.
Oh, this one. That? More?
Up. Up.
Up. Okay.
More towards me.
We just like that with their kid.
Better?
Yep.
Half of super
Alright, you can let it go.
jet. Half of super jet was stuff that people very
Here?
rarely saw.
I mean, half of the customer interactions they do.
Stuff like that, the ones that they
One more.
What is this?
It is a cable,
and then like the baby
and that comes off too. So it's just probably an extra cable that we can.
Okay.
like things like
We'll figure out the plugging in and stuff. But that's going to be kind of the. That's the thing about RGB builds is that it's kind of a pain.
just did.
And the
You
memories
have
in
weird gray shit on your hands.
I know. I tried.
I tried.
I know the memories in the way. So I'm trying my best here.
Just be better. Invest in smaller screwdrivers.
Right?
You got it?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
Hey, everybody from Sinn's chat. Forgot to say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Let's get the rest of these first.
They won't stop whining about how like, not even like no one is making them do anything.
Did you get this bottom
It
one?
is the concept with that.
I didn't see you do it.
And it makes it feel really uncomfortable. You're allowed to raise kids, raise if you want. You're just gonna get in trouble.
What are we talking about?
I'm saying
Alright,
facts.
we got the thing in. So now the rest of that.
Doesn't mean
We gotta plug that in, huh? So I'm gonna have to lay it down and then make sure everything gets plugged in.
But we.
What's up, Sophia? What's up, Fluff?
Where does this get threaded through? These.
We're gonna figure that out.
Are we gonna tip it over with this undone then?
Yep. All right.
Move it out of our way. Down. There we go.
All right.
Right.
So there's a lot of cables now, but I think at this point we got everything in. Oh no, not the end nut too. Let's do the end nut too.
And the Elgato.
And the Elgato. Okay. That is the hard drive.
Thank you. Ooh, I failed that. There we go. Oh, this is small.
Yep.
Oh, there is a tiny, tiny screw.
Yep. So that is the hard drive now. Well, solid state drive. These things used to be massive to the point where it fits in there, and now they just go right on the motherboard.
Where? Here?
Right in here.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that what that little screw is for?
Yep. That I just dropped. Yeah.
See, it's not my fault. I'm assuming it goes like this because that's where the little
Yes.
arch is. So just
So put it in. So you see how this has a pin
yeah.
or like a gap? There's a gap right there. You're gonna slide it in
Oh,
there
I see
first,
there. I see that.
and then it's gonna kind of be angled up. So slide it in first. Hold on.
Is it not in?
Nope. You can't pull it.
Oh, there we go.
And then push it down. Yep. And then we can do that. Or, better yet, watch this. Right there. So sometimes you can have the little screws. I'm going to put it in anyway.
You should.
But, yeah, some of these newer models have... Chance to see that. Some of these newer models have these things you can simply turn.
And so, is this where a second one would go?
Yes.
What's the purpose of a second one?
More space.
Okay.
More storage space. And actually, this one fits 2 more. If we remove this, yeah, that's not even turning in. I don't think that's threaded,
Okay.
so that's fine. We can remove that bottom piece and actually put 2 more in.
I can't grab it. Use the thingy.
There we go. And we also do need to do the graphics card as well. So
Where's that?
that is right there.
Oh.
Let's do the graphics card first.
This?
Yep. The 4060 Ti. That's going to handle all of the graphics-based processing. And what we need to do is remove probably this one.
Which one?
The second one. But we're going to see real quick.
We do that
That's another M.2 right here underneath that. This has 5 hard drive slots.
Love that for us.
It's beefy. That reminds me. Come on.
That was all you, man.
You have a dual drive Thunderbolt enclosure not recognizing both drives. Need to test that. Yeah, I have a number of systems here that aren't recognizing their homes. All right.
Oh, that's like a gray. Or is it white?
It's white. That is our graphics card.
What does that do?
This is what's going to handle the graphics processing. So as a gamer, you want a good graphics card to handle your processing of playing Call of Duty, whatever it happens to be. Fortnite if you're Sinn.
I'm just kidding.
And so this handles all of it. What's kind of neat is it's got all these heat sinks, just giant pieces of metal. It's got fans blowing the heat off, kind of pulling it off. And these used to have 2 of these little soft spots, as we kind of slide that off there.
I've seen all
And it still takes up 2 spots here, so we are going to have to remove 2 of these. But here we go. We got 2. We got 1 HDMI, and
Where's the screwdriver?
He's still having a bad day.
that's what's interesting here is I see an HDMI,
Which
2
two?
display ports, and then here.
This one.
So hold on.
It was like that before.
It's going to be, poor design. That's fine. So it's going to be not the first one, but the second and the third. So I said poor design on that because right now this is going to be sitting right on top of the coin cell battery. That I'm not a fan of. But again, you only have certain things you can do inside of a motherboard. I get it. But I don't like to limit the coin cell battery if I
Okay,
can
that
get
should
away with it.
pop off. Will these go back on it?
Well, you're going to need those screws. But no, they won't go back because this is going to be in the way.
Okay.
You're going to need those screws though, so we'll keep those screws.
I wasn't. It's not like I eat screws.
I mean,
I was thinking about rewatching.
Okay.
Do I look like someone who eats screws, Anthony?
You want me to answer these questions honestly?
A little bit.
And yes. All right. So this is gonna slide. We're gonna make sure these other cables aren't in the way.
What did you? Oh.
We're gonna slide that right.
Oopsies. Ow. I just tripped.
Okay,
You're a mess.
Thank you.
Right.
the only thing I could possibly
Make sure that it
it
is
gets a
lining
little
up correct.
family value.
So this other thing is being interesting. We may have to push this button.
And I need you to know, Republicans
Yep.
are not family value.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. It snaps right in. Perfect. All right. Those two screws, you're gonna kind of push that, make sure that they go right back in.
One of their members spent the
Oh, you know what?
It's not lined up on this side.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to take out these. I don't know where the one went, but one of these HDMI things. Hold the button. We're gonna pull this back out. See this. So what's happening here now is these are kind of getting in the way, and they're pinching on the back side of the plate here, which means if I leave them in, they're gonna be harder to remove for Sinn when she gets them. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out because they're gonna be basically tucked underneath, and that's just poor design in my part, in my opinion. But
This, you know,
so we're gonna do that again. I do like the push button though. That's a nice little addition. Come on, buddy. You go right and
That's better.
that's it.
and you know, and then the
Okay.
whole time
Yeah.
we have to defend
Let's see. Wait, 5 dress slots. Wonder
presidency.
because I'd go 5 NVMe slots if I could put 4 terabytes in each. Never enough storage though.
Oh my god.
I don't know, dude. 20 terabytes. Like, what are you doing? Are you running NASA in 1967?
The black market.
What was he?
I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I almost threw that.
Typically, a hard drive size is in theory unlimited, but there is a limit. And it has to do with the fact that processors now are 40 or 64 bits, and this is why memory back in the day, if you guys are old enough to remember, 4 gigs was the max memory you can put in a PC because of 32-bit architecture. Now it's a 64-bit architecture. It's much, much more than that, but we've never reached that. All right.
Now what?
We have the
Oh, the Elgato.
Elgato. And then I do want to see.
What do you want to do for food?
No, somebody could have got his in out, but chose not to.
Because they're bitches.
No way he'd get out. Wait, anyway,
Oh, there we go.
Okay, this is actually okay. We're not going to install this. That's for Sinn. This is something that can plug in, or she can plug into the back and then set up somewhere.
If she doesn't want a hard wire.
This has, yeah, so it should.
Oh my god. Hold on. Don't watch me do this. I was originally going to pull it towards me, and I decided against it.
Why? What's wrong with that?
I didn't think I needed to impale myself on live.
Impale the razor blade. It's a bit dramatic.
You're... I'm gonna throw something at you. I failed.
I wasn't worried.
Is that better?
I don't know. I honestly don't. Put that back in. Or try it. I don't know.
Oh my god, girl.
All right.
What did you do here?
I pulled it out, Fraser.
I was gonna...
There's the Elgato. It's a nice little PCI. Oh god,
What?
we're covering up the mini.
With this one?
This is covering up the mini.
Then, but,
Yeah.
but
See,
wait.
it's
but
right
that-
there. See. Now
But then how do you put it in and then have that in?
these are great questions that I do not have answers to.
Okay.
I don't even know if this actually goes in a mini. Where does this actually go into? Or does it just kind of go into that and it doesn't take up all of it? That's interesting.
I don't know, man. I'll just work here.
Did this come with directions or
Nope.
no? Because honestly, this looks like it kind of just fits right in there. Remove that screw.
Which one?
This one at the end.
Oh my god.
21, 22, 23.
Honestly, the mini is too small for this anyway.
25, not die.
Oh my god. There we go. Look it up.
25 to stay alive. Maybe we don't make her.
Yeah.
I think she's like
There.
Interesting.
And twist.
I'm gonna see if that actually works.
Mr. Incorporated. Solid villain. Also, she's the one after. She's the current voice. She's the current voice of villain that's not.
Okay. So what was interesting about it is it was kind of small, and we're putting it into one of the bigger PCIEs. But in theory, I don't see why that would be a problem. Well, I mean, you use the pins that are only lined up, right?
Yeah.
So that should be fine.
Who's texting me?
No idea.
No one.
And then a traditional hard drive, I'm thinking 18 terabytes of HD. Dude, you don't want that much HDD. Come on now. All right, at this point, we're going to wire it. I think it's going to be very hard to see on camera. We're going to try to get some stills and shorts and maybe post it in places. I don't know if we can do like some kind of cap cut where we cut all the like, oh, this goes in here and maybe put that all together. But really, there's going to be a lot of figuring out what's going to go where. Which is going to take some time. As you can see, there's a lot of wires there, and especially with a RGB, because not only do you have to power, like, say, the fans, but you also have to power the RGB and link it up. So we have some work to do. I think that we're going to take that offline.
Okay. And then are we done?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we'll capture the rest of it when we put the final sticker on. We'll be good to go. But that's the bulk of it. If you want to learn how to put in wires, there's plenty of documentation, like your manuals. But really, you're just trying to find, like, for example, this is going to be a power, and you're going to try to find a place on the motherboard to get that. You have other ones that meet different needs. You're going to try to figure out where those go in.
Okay.
The harder ones are going to be the ones for the buttons up top, which are over there.
Yeah.
So those buttons, things that turn the system on, off, all that stuff.
Okay.
We're going to have to read the book for that. But other than that, yeah, and then we'll power it on when we're all done. Install some Windows. So that's awesome. 2 types of those cap cards, an OBS computer, and actually get it. Very, very nice. It'll run as long as there's enough bandwidth across the PC. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't followed us or if you haven't followed Sinn, please do so. You can see all our socials, all the Reed socials, and all the Sinn socials there at the bottom. Thanks for hanging out with us. We had a decent amount, I think. But yeah, stay tuned for the final product. Oh, look, they were
It's in the background. It's fine.